A very good morning, George. Good morning, everybody, and on behalf of the Royal Air Force Charitable Trust Enterprises, the warmest of welcomes to the Royal International Air Tattoo 2016. As George said, my name is Ben Donnell. It's my pleasure to be back with you once again at the world's largest military air show, and what a year we have in prospect. With me is not only George himself, but Group Captain Mark Manwaring. Mark, a very good morning. Great to have you back with us.
Good morning, Ben, George, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to be here for the third year in a row to represent the Royal Air Force as the military commentator.
And Mark, you're someone with a good deal of display experience yourself, both from the cockpit and in terms of the present-day supervision of flying displays on flying control committees and the like.
Yes, my flying experience is mainly fast jets. I was privileged enough to display the Phantom and spent a couple of years on the Battle of Britain Memorial flight. But in latter years, I've been involved in flight control committee work, both here at RIAT and at RAF Fairford, and privileged to be here to give the military perspective.
Indeed, and Mark will be assisting us and guiding us through the manoeuvres that we're seeing the aircraft perform today, and also, before the display, Mark, we'll be taking a very close look at the weather situation.
Yeah, it seems to be improving. In fact, the weather we're seeing at the moment is a lot better than was originally forecast. The latest actual, which was taken about 50 minutes ago, showed a cloud base of about 1,000 feet.
Display debut of the Marine Corps' latest Hercules tanker variant, based on the C-130J airframe, that of course has served the Royal Air Force so well in recent years, and an example of which from the RAF can be seen in special anniversary markings in the static lineup. But this is more than just a tanker. It's an aircraft that has also been given a very extensive multi-role capability in recent years, and more about that as we see it in the air. But today we're going to be seeing it in air-to-air refueling mode. Not just that, we're going to see it participating with an example of the F-35B Lightning II, also of the US Marine Corps. The Marines, not exactly regular contributors to British air shows over the years. We've seen their MD-22B Ospreys displaying at the Air Tattoo in years past, but a very unusual contribution, and one that also highlights the involvement in supporting the show of Lockheed Martin. Nothing less than the future of air power for the United States, for the United Kingdom, and a host of other air arms around the world that have signed up to secure this exceptionally exciting machine. This is the F-35B model of the Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II. It comes to us once again from the US Marine Corps, and we're going to see it going into its display with a demonstration of the capabilities that the swivel, short takeoff and vertical landing derivatives of the Lightning II, the F-35B, brings to the table, because this is the capability, the short takeoff, STO, stow capability, that this aircraft would use when operating from US Marine Corps vessels, or indeed on expeditionary operations. Super Hercules model, the Lockheed venerable design. The KC-130J that we see on today's programme hails from US Marine Corps Unit VMGR 252, based at Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point. Its flight crew, and there you can see refueling hoses streamed on the KC-130J as well. For this display, the MF-18-501 at Marine Corps Air Station Beaufort received its first sample during 2014. Since then it's been ramping up training considerably, at least with the UK involvement in the programme, also really reaching very impressive levels now, as we'll see demonstrated over the course of the whole of the RIAT weekend. F-35B now is gear down and clears the land, and the Hercules positioning behind it for a straight-in approach. A focus of that, preparing the Marines today when they go on their first deployment with this very impressive jet. Up into land, the Lockheed Martin F-35B. From the MF-18-501 of the US Marine Corps, in the hands for this appearance on the program. Continue this next generation focus, because we're not just going to see a Typhoon in this display, very impressive manoeuvres, we're going to see an example of how Typhoon is evolving. It's always intended, of course, as a multi-role platform, and that it has certainly proved on recent operations against the so-called Islamic State, for example, in particular. But BAE Systems this weekend is displaying a Typhoon after operations were extended into Syria, and China has seen the operational debut of the so-called Tranche 2 Typhoons using their Payday 4 precision laser-guided bombs. Between January and March this year alone, RAF Typhoons conducted 104 strikes in Iraq and Syria, releasing a total of 252 paydays. So looking further ahead, Mark, what's known as Project Centurion, preparing the Typhoon to be able to take over from the Tornado GR known of service scheduled for 2019.
Yes, it'll be a sad departure of the Tornado from RAF service. The aircraft that we see in front of us, the GR4, is very different from the original GR1 that came into service back in the early 80s. It has been modernized, it is now a world-class aircraft, and probably one of the best air-to-surface aircraft that we've ever had.
And we have Tornado GR4s, of course, as part of the RIAT 2016 static part this weekend. Project Centurion being developed by BAE Systems. The phase 2 and 3 enhancements we're talking about will be introduced by 2019. The MBDA Meteor beyond visual range precision strike weapons, a pair of advanced short-range air-to-air missiles, ASRAMs, and a pair of Payday 4 laser-guided bombs, full integration of the new Meteor air-to-air missile.